Ellie moved into the old Victorian house with a sense of trepidation and excitement. The antique mirrors lining the hallways were particularly enchanting, each one reflecting a different era of craftsmanship. She often found herself staring into the mirrors, captivated by their ornate frames and the way they seemed to hold secrets within their glass. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ellie caught a glimpse of something unusual in one of the mirrors. A fleeting shadow that seemed to move on its own. Shaking off a chill, she laughed at her overactive imagination and went to bed. That night, Ellie dreamed of a woman in a flowing white gown, her eyes wide with sorrow. The woman stood in front of the same mirror, her lips moving soundlessly as though she were trying to communicate. Ellie woke up with a start, her heart pounding. As days turned into weeks, the images in the mirrors became more frequent and vivid. At first, they were just shadows and flickers, but soon Ellie began to see the woman clearly. She would appear when Ellie was alone, her expression always one of sadness and desperation. Ellie felt an inexplicable connection to this spectral figure, as though they were bound by some unseen thread of fate. Determined to understand, Ellie delved into the history of the house. She discovered that a woman named Catherine had lived there over a century ago. Catherine had been rumored to suffer from a broken heart and was said to have died mysteriously, her spirit forever trapped within the walls of the house. One stormy night, Ellie decided to confront the ghost. With a candle in hand, she stood before the mirror that seemed to be the epicenter of the hauntings. "Catherine," she whispered, hoping to reach out to the sorrowful spirit. The mirror's surface shimmered, and Catherine's ghostly figure appeared clearer than ever. To Ellie's astonishment, Catherine spoke, her voice a soft, melancholic melody. "Help me find peace," she pleaded. Ellie was determined to fulfill the ghost's request. She scoured old journals and letters, piecing together the story of Catherine's lost love. It was a tale of betrayal and heartbreak, but Ellie found a letter that had never been delivered, a final message of forgiveness. With the letter in hand, Ellie returned to the mirror. "Is this what you need?" she asked. Catherine's eyes filled with tears as she read the letter. Slowly, her figure began to fade, a look of gratitude on her face. "Thank you," she whispered, and then she was gone. Ellie felt a wave of relief wash over her. The house seemed lighter, the atmosphere no longer weighed down by sorrow. She knew that Catherine had found peace at last, and she herself had experienced a profound connection with the past. From that day on, the mirrors were just mirrors, but Ellie would never forget the ghost in the mirror and the story of love and redemption that had unfolded before her eyes.